Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 Dawn of Souls version. This is the Hellfire Chasm episode. I basically headed straight here once I was done with the Earthgift Shrine. And so here we go. Yeah, this floor is kind of weird because it actually looks like the world map. I'll kind of point out a little bit more about it, but yeah. There's a few floors in some of these dungeons where the world map, or not where the world map, but where it looks like the world map, where you actually have the canoe and you can find an airship, and there's a regular ship, and then sometimes there's even people to talk to. Yeah, just point it out now because I'm pretty sure my time on this floor is not very long. As with the last episode, or the Earthgift Shrine, no, actually in this episode I actually started cutting out battles. I know in the Earthgift Shrine I didn't really cut out any battles, which made the video a lot longer than it needed to be. Well, in this place I show pretty much all the new enemies one time, and I cut out the rest of the battles. That makes it a whole lot easier to watch. And yeah, as you can see, I tried to check the map. I was like, this looks like the world map, but it doesn't look like the world, because you can't actually check the map. It kind of messes with your mind a little bit. So, as I did with the Earthgift Shrine, I'll probably be... I believe I don't even bother with any treasures unless I see them along the way. For the most part, as soon as I find a staircase, I'll go ahead and head to the next floor, and I do it as quickly as possible. And honestly, I don't know what else to say about anything as I watch myself do this dungeon from I don't even know how long ago. Yeah, this is a post commentary if you couldn't already tell. Plus, it's a post commentary that's like weeks and weeks later. I really made this video a while ago. I don't even remember. I mean, I remember making it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't remember exactly everything I showed in the video. I mean, I do remember showing all the enemies at least one time and then editing out all the rest. And I know I show all the bosses. That was the biggest thing, to make sure I show all the bosses. And yeah, and this is the last time I'll be showing the whole dungeon in one video as well. So this video is kind of long, and I'm in for a long and arduous journey with this post commentary, unless I can come up with a better idea. Maybe I'll just listen and watch, and then just chime in when I feel like it's necessary. 'Cause I mean, these parts, these dungeons weren't really difficult at all. As dungeons, they're more of an experience to watch than they are to listen to me talk about them. Yeah, if I see something I should talk about or mention, maybe that's when I'll chime in. I'll just go ahead and sit here and watch, and I'll just chime in when I feel like there's something that needs to be commented on, or if I feel like saying something. One thing I should mention is, I now have the ability to record my PSP, which is a good thing, but it also kind of sucks that I already did Final Fantasy 1 and 2, because I would have loved to play Final Fantasy 1 Anniversary Edition and Final Fantasy 2 Anniversary Edition as my LP, because they actually look slightly better than these games. This one and Final Fantasy 2. They both look better than these Game Boy versions, or even any versions. They're pretty much the best versions of the first two games, and I kind of wish I had already had a way to record before I had done these. But I wasn't really in, I mean, it's not that I was in a hurry, but I was ready to just start with the Final Fantasy series. I was ready. It was time. I was feeling it. I was into it. I'm still into it now. I just kind of wish I'd had a chance. I mean, technically I could still go back and redo the whole game as another LP, but why would I? That's not entertaining for you guys to watch me play the exact same game all over again, when it's not even like the most entertaining of games to watch in the first place. I doubt I could pull off a good commentary for a whole nother playthrough of the same game. I doubt I could do it. So don't expect that. Just know that I'm I acknowledge that the PSP one is basically exactly the same as this one in terms of all the content, but it's better in graphics. So if there was a better version of this game to play that I could have, should have, would have played, it would have been that one. Same with Final Fantasy 2, of course. Now this dungeon, I believe, is 10 floors long, and I only show myself go through the whole thing one time. Otherwise, all you're going to watch is the boss battles. The boss battles occur on the 5th floor and the 10th floor, and if I didn't already mention this, which I don't think I did, the theme of this dungeon is Final Fantasy 4, so you're going to see 4 bosses from Final Fantasy 4 on the boss floors. So here's the 5th floor, and so I was kind of trying to decide, or at first I realized, oh, this is the 5th floor, there's bosses. And then I was like, should I heal? And I think I did heal, but first I looked around to see exactly how many bosses I had to choose from, since I knew there was going to be, you know, since there was 4 on the same floor in the first dungeon, they split it 2 and 2 in this game. So you only have to go through this dungeon 2 times to fight all 4 bosses. Which really does suck that you have to go through a dungeon 2 whole times just to fight all the bosses. In reality, if I just wanted to show all the bosses, I could have did like a save state. Well, in this game you could just save anywhere you're standing, so I could have just saved it right in front of the boss, fought one, then reloaded my save and fought the other one just to show it, which I was tempted to do. That way I wouldn't have had to walk through this dungeon twice. But honestly, what the hell is the point of that when, you know, just to say that I've defeated all the monsters. I also like looking at my bestiary and seeing all the monsters I defeated, and if I reset the game after defeating a monster, they're not in the bestiary anymore. And as I ramble on, here's the first boss from Final Fantasy IV, Cognasso, which I believe is the Fiend of Water in Final Fantasy IV. And I mean, he pretty much gives away the theme of this dungeon. You're gonna fight all the fiends from Final Fantasy IV, the elemental fiends. So if you don't know their names, I'm not going to say them now, but you're going to fight those guys. I'll just say them when I get to them. This one's Cognasso, obviously. He's the water one. And if you couldn't tell he's the water one, all he does is water attacks. I mean, and he looks kind of like a big turtle slash, I don't know, turtle thing. I don't know. He just looks like a turtle, really. That's the only aquatic animal he really relates to in any way. And I believe I also pointed this out in the last episode with the Earth Gift Shrine, that I probably should have done some of these dungeons during the main game to make them more of a challenge, because the Earth Gift Shrine was like stupid easy. Hellfire Chasm, pretty much just as easy. It just took me longer to get through because it's 10 floors. So, I mean, no surprise there. Clearly the bosses are slightly harder, they have a little bit more HP, but in terms of how much damage he was dealing to me, it wasn't really that scary. Like, I don't even think I healed before the battle, so that's just an indication of how difficult it was. And so that was just proof that you can't actually go back and fight the other monster right now. You have to actually go through the whole dungeon and then do it all over again to be able to get back to the 5th floor and fight that other monster. So lucky for you, you don't have to watch me traverse through the whole dungeon a second time. I think what happens is after I get through the next 5 floors, I just cut back to the next 2 bosses to show you what they are and how those battles went. Oh, and actually on the 5th floor, it gives you like a possible exit if you want to exit early from the dungeon. Oh my god, I just realized what floor this is that I'm on too. Oh my lord. Yeah, hold on, after this battle I'll point some stuff out, but this floor, this fucking floor, this is one of those floors where you're like, what the fuck is going on? Get off my screen, wild knack. I'm trying to point out some stuff about the dungeon. Okay, this floor, oh. Okay, well first of all, when you're in this floor, those little sparkly spots on the floor, when you touch them, you automatically run into a battle, so you just don't want to walk over those unless you don't care if you fight a lot. But otherwise, there's all these people just walking back and forth in place, right? And you're thinking, well, that's just strange. But then you realize they're just walking back and forth in your way. And this first lady was the most annoying to me, because she walks one space out of the way, and then boom, goes right back. And I was like, fuck! And then you gotta wait and wait and wait for it to come back. And wait and wait and wait. And wait and wait. And then you do it. And then, oh, and I accidentally ran right by. See what I mean? I did that so many times and I didn't cut it out at all. So just watch my fail. It was so annoying. Oh my god, it took me so many tries to... Oh, see, I got by and I accidentally pressed up again. Man, so frustrating even just to watch myself do it again. Yeah, one of the more annoying floors. Even though you don't gotta fight battles, it's just so tedious and just mind-bendingly slow. And look at that, I did it 3 times. Walked right through... 3 times in a row, man! 3 times in a row! Not really in a row, but... 3 times I did that shit. I was so mad. I can't believe I finally got out of there. It was freaking amazing. So they either block your path or they make it so you have to walk on a path where you have to fight. So I was trying to avoid both. And therefore... And then for some stupid reason I decided, hey, I want to get the treasure too, since, you know, it's not that hard. This floor isn't that hard. I don't know what the hell I was thinking though. I should have just been like, screw this dungeon. Screw this floor. I'm just trying to find the exit. Because the treasures in here weren't even really that worth it. A red curtain? Fuck a red curtain. I don't even know what that does. I think all it does is some like fire spell or some shit. I don't even know. I don't even know. All I do know is, good lord, was this dungeon one of the most annoying things ever. And how did I not notice there was no treasure over there? And I still got myself stuck in here. And I believe this was the other spot where I really got stuck too. Oh my god. Yeah, this is it. Annoying ass green haired bitch. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. She didn't want to move out of the way. And see, I was like, I got frustrated and I pressed over. I was like, oops, my bad. Oops, my bad. Damn it. So close. So close. Wow. I feel like if I wasn't putting a commentary on this part, you guys would probably turn the video off during this part, because this is ridiculous. Why did I not like fast forward this or cut or anything? This is ridiculous. How long did I take to do this? Seriously. Ridiculous is what this is. Okay, well, I don't think I'm done here yet. What the hell am I doing? Why did I go back? I was good, man. I was good. Why did I go back over here? Oh, I saw the treasure. That's why I went back. Dummy. Yeah, all that for a strength tonic you'll never use. Good idea. Good fucking idea. And just think, I had to do this whole dungeon one more time, so I had to go through this fucking floor again. I think there was a point, yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm walking through the sparkly parts. I don't care. I don't care. I gave up. I said, fuck it. Yeah, see? At some point I was just like, fuck this shit. Get me out of this bullshit. Yep. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. How long was that on that floor for? Like 5 minutes? Ridiculous. I'm pretty sure the rest of these floors, all I did was cut out everything. Watch. Alright, so here I am on the last floor, basement 10, and this is the floor where you can fight the last 2 of the fiends. Problem is, you gotta go through the dungeon all again if you want to fight them both. And so, I don't know why I didn't just fight the first one I saw, but I wanted to make sure, I guess. I don't know why. I guess I wanted to make sure I could distinguish between the 2 of them. I'm not sure what the hell I was thinking right here. I bothered to walk over here and be like, let's go look for the other one. And I was like, halfway through, I think I was like, fuck it, let's go back. Yep, see, I just went right back and I was like, fuck it. If it's that far away, I'll remember. So I went and fought this one down here first. The first one I walked into, and I wasted 30 seconds walking around. And so we fight Barbicia! Or Barbicia, I don't know how you want to pronounce that. Barbicia, Barbicia. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. All I know is that bitch has got a nice rack with nice long flowing blonde hair. What element did she say she was? Wind? Yeah, I believe that's what element she is. She's the element, the wind elemental from Final Fantasy IV. She's the wind fiend. I guess I should call her what she is. It seems to me that every single Final Fantasy, when they have a fiend or a 4 elemental whatever, so one of them always has to be a woman. I mean, Final Fantasy 1, Merilith, she's the fire demon or whatever. Second one didn't really have demons of stuff. See, I just finished up Final Fantasy 3. Was there any demons of elements there? Not really. Not really. But then there's Final Fantasy 4. Barbicia was an air one. Final Fantasy 5. Which one of those is a woman? I know one of those is a woman, right? Actually, Final Fantasy 5 doesn't really have elemental fiends either, does it? Huh. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. Ignore everything I just said about one of them always being a woman. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling because I don't know what else to talk about when I post commentate. That's really all this is. And lucky for you and me that the rest of this video is just going to be 3 boss battles and then it'll be over. It's just a matter of how long will these boss battles take. I don't know, but 2 of them are already over. How nice of me to cut straight back to the bosses after being done. So there goes the second fiend in this dungeon, so I had to exit the whole dungeon and do it all over again. And so I'm pretty sure I meet you back all the way at the 5th floor. So yep, there it is. So I can fight the 3rd fiend right here. Perish knowing that Scarmiglione or Scarmilone, or I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. Scarmiglion? Scarmigla1? I don't know. Scarmiglione? Lion? Scarmigliono? I just stopped trying to pronounce it. Anyways, he's pretty much exactly as he is in Final Fantasy IV. You fight him in this little cloaked form, and then after you kick his ass a little bit, he does something. Let's see what that is, if you don't already know. And he's the element of fire? Or is he water? I mean earth. Is he earth or is he fire? I don't even remember. Either way, it looks like you defeat him, and then he says, "You've given me a fine death, indeed you have. And only in death can one know the truth, Terror of Scarmiglione." And then you're like, oh fuck, what the hell, I thought you were dead. And I'm pretty sure he's the Fiend of Earth now that I think about it. Because I'm pretty sure the next guy's the Fiend of Fire, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Scarmiglione, probably the scariest of the 4 fiends in Final Fantasy IV. Which, Final Fantasy IV, if I haven't already mentioned, is my next LP coming up. Yeah boy, get ready for it. Get ready for it. Although you won't be seeing these fiends for a while into the game. Well, sort of. Sort of. Scarmiglione, as with it has been with most of these bosses, went down like a little bitch. And last but not least, we got Rubicante. Rubicante, the Fiend of Fire, also for Final Fantasy IV. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I did start using elements. What am I saying? I don't know why I didn't start using elements on these guys, but I did. I guess I just didn't use any on the Earth guy because I don't know what element Earth is weak to. It's kind of the odd element out. I mean, when you fight the fire guy, you use ice. When you fight the water guy, you use bolt. But when you're fighting the Earth guy, what do you use? Ice? Fire? I don't even know. Use arrow, you know, the wind spell arrow. I pretty much stuck to holy and flare for the most part. Those are non-elemental spells. Well, holy's not that holy's non-elemental, but you know, it's a holy elemental if you want to call it an element at all. I think we're closing in on the end of this video as well. Obviously, this is the last boss of the 4. There is only 4 bosses per dungeon. There, no more, no less. Well, I'm sorry if you hear a little clicking noise in the background right now. I'm opening and closing a pen while I think of what stuff to say. Yeah, it's not like my mic is clicking and I'm not smacking my lips or anything like that. I'm just clicking a pen, opening and closing. So like if you hear this, yeah, that's just my pen opening and closing. Like you guys really needed to know that. But I just know, I looked over at my commentary and I saw little click marks. Like every time I was clicking, I saw the little thing making a little blip on the commentary. So I was like, oh, that's actually picking up. Kind of crazy. And most likely it's just picking up as a little click. How much longer is this battle? Jeez, I thought, okay. I think he's almost dead. Yep, there he goes. Alright, so that was the last of the 4 bosses of the Hellfire Chasm in Final Fantasy I. Dawn of Souls. And for the victory, I get a ribbon in the chest, which I equip henceforth. And I'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. So, next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy I, we will take on the Life Spring Grotto, which is the 3rd of the 4 dungeons on the Soul of Chaos. Until then, I say peace.